This is the Itel S24 and it comes with a 108 megapixel primary camera, which is one of the major highlights of the phone. It is powered by the all-new MediaTek Helio G91 and it has a number of amazing features. Since Itel's rebrand last year, they have been consistently dishing out phones that seem to offer value for money. I've been using the Itel S24 for almost a week now, and here is my experience. The phone comes in a black box that carries all the major specs the phone comes with. Inside the box, you're getting all the required accessories, including a silicon CPU case, a USB A to C cable for charging the phone, an 18-watt charging brick, a SIM ejector tool, and finally, you get the phone itself. I love how the phone feels in the hand because of its size. What you are getting is a 6.6-inch IPS LCD display with a 90Hz refresh rate and a 720p resolution. The display is quite sharp and vibrant, and the high refresh rate makes scrolling on the display feel smooth. You can stream videos on YouTube at up to 2K resolution with the display. You can also go to Ultra Touch in the display settings if you want the display to even be super fast. The refresh rate is set to auto refresh rate by default. I set mine to 90Hz all the time to get the best possible experience on the phone. The bezels around the display are quite noticeable, but when you consider the price, I think it's normal to expect it. It comes with a camera cutout at the top center of the display. It doesn't distract while gaming or streaming content. Outdoors, the display can get up to 500 nits of brightness and you need to keep it on auto brightness so you won't struggle too much to see the display. Gaming on this display feels really good as well as every other thing. As far as display goes, I don't think you'll find anything better out there within the price it's selling. If you are also a fan of not so big displays, then this one is surely for you. I have the coastline blue color and it shines depending on how the lights hit it. I also appreciate the tiny diamond-like droplets at the back of the phone that shines everywhere. The color I have hides stains and smudges. The circled camera bump houses two cameras and we'll talk more about them before the end of this video. You also get the flashlight in that same camera area. It feels comfortable to hold in the hand and your fingers will naturally rest under the camera bump to give you more grip. It has two speakers, one at the top and another one at the bottom. The sound is great and there are some songs that will play and get the back of the phone vibrating. You get a headphone jack at the bottom. You also get a microphone for calls at the bottom. It comes with a side-mounted fingerprint scanner that is relatively fast and the SIM card tray is by the left. The phone supports two 4G SIM cards and there is a slot for memory expansion. The storage space is already 256 gigs and you can still use a 1TB SD card in case you need it. The back and frame of the phone is plastic, and if you agree with me, plastic is more durable than glass and it is rare to find glass at this price point. It is only 8mm thick and it is relatively lightweight to hold in the hand. Weight distribution is even at the back of the phone and there isn't any creaking part. The design is minimal but it stands out at the same time. I have shown this phone to a number of people and they comment how it looks. Let's go over the cameras, especially the 108 megapixel option. There is also a second lens at the back that works to improve depth sensing. The moment I unboxed this phone, I rushed out to take pictures with the 108 megapixel option and here is the first picture I snapped. You can see that colors are true to life with the 108 megapixel option. I love how the color of this plant appeared and the background blur with this shot. You can zoom up to 3x and get enough clarity you can see with these two shots here. I love how there is minimal latency between when you click the shutter button and the time the actual photo is processed in the phone. The images from the 108 megapixel option is incredible and when you go to portrait mode you also get great pictures. You can adjust the f-stop to get more background blur in your pictures. You get up to 10x zoom and the shots turned out nicely. You can see the details. The 8 megapixel selfie camera is good as well and you can expect great images when in an area with good light. The portrait mode is quite impressive as well for an 8 megapixel selfie camera. You can shoot videos at 2K 30 frames per second and if you want ultra steady mode then the video will automatically switch to 1080p. There is dual mode in the camera app that lets you use the front and back camera at the same time and you also get a number of other features. Overall, the 108 megapixel camera is the real deal here and I have been impressed so far with the camera. The phone is running on Android 13 and Itel OS 13.5 is the user interface. You can customize the phone as you want and you also get a lot of fun features in the settings. You can clone apps, optimize your gaming experience, and with Social Turbo you can change your voice or improve your background during video calls on WhatsApp. There is dynamic bar that notifies you when there is a call or when you plug the phone to charge. There is also Smart Panel where you line up your favorite apps in order to access them quickly. You also have the ability to record voice calls using Social Turbo. You can do split screen with apps that support the feature, and multitasking in general has been smooth. You can open up multiple apps at the same time and have them running in the background. The phone is powered by the MediaTek Helio G91, and it is one of the first phones to be powered by the new chipset. You get 8GB RAM and 256GB storage space on the phone. The phone performs smoothly, and I also used it to play Call of Duty Mobile and S24, and it handled them greatly. Performance was as smooth as expected of a budget phone. It comes with a 5000 mAh battery, and it supports 18W fast charging. The battery on the phone can last an entire day or even 2 days depending on how you use it. If you are a heavy user, then you should expect at least 8 hours of screen on time on the phone. The battery life is one of the best features of the phone, and charging it from 0 to 100 takes almost 2 hours. Rounding up, the Itel S24 is a good option if you want a budget phone that is well balanced all round with exceptional camera. The battery life is amazing, and I would say the design is outstanding when placed side by side with other phones it's competing with. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the phone, and click on the video showing on your screen right now to see me review the Tecno Spark 20 Pro. See you in that video.